Here I'm going to show the clips that I did last week that I couldn't show you because of the speed of the connection. So I showed you last week a little bit what you could do, like dragging things to the, importing things to the, I'll start from the beginning. So here I have put some clips on the timeline. I have showed you how to import files to the DaVinci Resolve, and then you can just, if you want more, you just drag them down here and you place them. This is on channel 2, this is on channel 1. So I'm just going to remove that to undo Commando Z or Control Z if you're on PC. And here we go. So here I just wanted to show, this is just a very, just going to show the focus pull here. So if I just play the video, okay, you might not have noticed it, but I can point out. So focus is now here, and you can see it on the table. Sometimes when you shoot in the camera or the viewer, when you shoot, it might be difficult to actually see where you have the focus on maybe something like this. So then you can look here on the ground, and that goes much better when you follow a moving object, which I'll also show. But look here now, so if I play, you can see here how it moves and it goes back, and there it hits the last bowl. So, and I scroll back and forth here, you can see, so. And next clip here, I have put some markers in the clip. And to put out a marker, it's very simple. Either you want it up here on the timeline, you want a marker. Let's say you want to put a marker where you want to have a particular clip or where something is happening. So then you don't mark anything on the timeline, and you just click Command M. And then you get the name here. This is marker 4, but you can write my marker 1, whatever you want to write. And here you write focus pulling 2 steps, what I'm doing now. And maybe I want to have a color. I'll choose, maybe I want to have this light green. So if we look here, that's that marker. And if you put the cursor on there, you see the name of it, my marker, my marker, focus pulling 2 steps. If you right click on your mouse, if your playhead is over here, you right click, then you can go here, go to previous marker or go to next marker. This can help when you start to edit very complex scenes. But I'm just gonna click on it and delete it, we don't need it. And here you can see I put markers in the clip, and that can be very handy because you might use the clip on several timelines. You might use the clip, you might copy the clip and move it somewhere else. So how do you do that? Well, you mark the clip, and now I'm going to move the playhead here, and then you do Commando M, and there you have it again. And you can write whatever you want here, and whatever. You write what you want, and you place a color that you want. And I chose pink there. So there it is. And if I move my cursor on it, you can see marker 4, and I called it whatever. I'm going to delete that, I don't need it. So what I do before I start to edit, I check in my clips and what I want to use in the clip. Because of course in the beginning here, I don't need that. And if I look at these markers, it's a week ago since I did this. So here, marker 1, focus pull away. All right, that's where the focus pull away is going to start. So here's where if you look at the focus, we play. And it moves slowly, very slowly. And here it goes to this yellow marker. And if I click on the yellow marker, focus pull away 2. And here, if I put the playhead there you can see that the focus now is on this blue cup. It stays there for a bit. I could also choose to put another marker here where the focus pull starts again, because there it starts to move to the back. I myself, when I do this sort of in and out things, I use green for where I start and red for where it ends. So what I can do, and also what I can do here, this symbol here, it looks like a magnet. It is the snap tool. I think they call it something else in DaVinci, but it's a snap tool. And that means that you see here, it drags to the marker or it drags to the end of a clip. And that can be very useful. So especially if I want to move here, so I want to move it there, and then I can grab the edge of the clip and trim it like that. When I go to this one and trim it. Well, undo that. But sometimes you don't want to have that because you don't want you want to be able to move the playhead, and you can't do that if you have the snapping tool on, because it sort of magnetizes, sucks to that point. There is also a quick command for that, which is N, as in Nautilus or Neptune. So you see here it goes off and it goes on and off, and that's a very useful tool to know of. If you want to zoom in on the timeline, you can use this tool here, and you can zoom in and zoom out. Or you can click on your keyboard, Alt or Option, depending on what computer you have, and you scroll on your mouse wheel, and zoom out and zoom in. That is usually very convenient.